Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you a method to visualize hourly, daily, monthly or total generations from your off-grid hybrid inverter using Wi-Fi module. Let's go to deskmonitor.com and it will prompt you like this. You have to give the login credentials as you have used to configure your Wi-Fi module and login. And it will ask you to confirm this captcha to prove that you are not a robot. Okay, we are here inside this monitor. Now this particular Wi-Fi module or inverter data is showing here, and if you go to data chart, here the data is available for the generation and usage. However, if you go to the current month electricity generation, it is blank, and current year also blank. So this is my Sako inverter Wi-Fi module. But if I go to this MPP solar inverter module, Wi-Fi module, and go to data chart, it will show me the chart, and it is showing current month electricity as well as current year total. This is monthly totals and daily totals also. You can total generation also you can see from here. So we are having the problem with Sako as well as many of similar inverters not having this very important data, that is the daily, hourly, monthly or total generation visualization. Even if you go to this data details and see this daily power generation and total power generation are blank, whereas on the MPP solar it is showing total generation and today generation separately. So that is why we need a method to visualize daily, monthly and annual generation somehow. Okay, I will show you a simple method to do that using Microsoft Power BI. Before you do this below steps, you have to look for Power BI desktop, downloading and installing. You can go into this site and download Power BI desktop version, which is completely free. So you can download and install it without even administrator rights. Download this Sako Monitor 3 file from the link I have given in the description area, and you go into your drive C, create a new folder called Sako. You have to create another new folder as data. Go into data details, then you have to download this data as an Excel file to your computer. Once you click here, it will download that particular day data. But there is no facility to download all the data from the database. Therefore, you have to go back to the next day and download again. Likewise, for the entire period, you have to download all the data. Now I will download for say 1 week. Okay, so the particular period where you want to monitor, you have to download the data. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, I will download 7 days. Yes, up to this date I will down. So 7 files, they will downloaded into your default download folder. Okay, I will go to the downloads folders. This here. Now you cut all these data, cut and paste them in the folder that we have already created, um, data, under data, on this file. Okay. This file you have to fit and paste in the default Sako folder. Data inside this data folder, your Power BI file in the Sako folder. That's all. Now you just have to run this Power BI file. So some of you might think this downloading all this data is a tedious task, but it is not. You can spend 20-30 minutes and download all the data and keep it in your that data folder, which will be very useful if you have time to get them download. Okay, now this is opening up our BI file. Once it is opened, you have to press the refresh button to update with your particular data. So once it is open, it will show you some default data that I have entered, but when you put all your data in your data folder, this folder's data will be updated once you press the refresh button. So I will press the refresh button and wait until it processes all the data, and it will update the all these charts using the latest data that we have downloaded. We'll see. And you can at the start you can download for particular period, and later on you can add all the data, previous or intermediate data. There is no restriction. Any data you can later on add to that data folder. It will be updated once you press the refresh button. This computer that I am editing is very slow. Okay, now it is updated. See, 7 days data has been updated like this. Now this will show you all the additions. Now this is the entire, for the entire period, generation is 104 kilowatt hours and the usage is 6 kilowatt hours. Now this is the monthly data. So if you have a few months data, it will show as November, December, likewise. So once you click 1 month, in this chart it will show the daily generations like this. So for example, today's generation is 15.6. Today is 26th November, so it is showing like 15.6 and the usage is 6.4 kilowatt hours. Now even if you want to go further, drill down, so you can just click here, and in this chart it will show you the hourly generations separately, or hourly consumption or usage separately, like this. For example, in this particular hour number 15, that is 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 1.91 has been generated and 2.94 has been consumed. So likewise, the hourly generation and hourly usage also you can see. Even further drill down, if you want to see how within this hour it has varied, then you can press the control and press any particular hour, then it will show you how the usage and consumption has happened within that hour. within each time intervals that we are considering. That is how you can use this Power BI visualization sheet. And on the left bottom corner you can see uh, the generation and usage. Even here you can press any date, it will show the data for that particular date. See, on 2021 when I press it, the data will be shown with respect to that date. Now if I press 26, yeah, it will show in 26 date. You don't have to be a pro of Power BI to use this sheet. However, I will show you some tricks on Power BI so that you can play around with. Now if I press any particular hour in this, so what will happen? So this is our number, say 11 to 12. If I press here, so what will happen is it will show you the data for that particular hour every day, how much power it has generated. Say in our number 11, today it is 2.2, yesterday 2.5, like that. The variation of that particular hour you can see here, and total generation during the hour number 11 will be shown here. Very interesting. And similarly, if you press again, see here it is the total generation pattern you can see here. So all the charts, table, everything is interconnected. If you press any visual area that reference to that particular data, all the other data will be updated and shown to you. For example, this is our number 8. This is the pattern of the um, generation, and this is the amount generated during our number 8, and here also amount in numbers and total also in numbers will be shown in this area. So likewise, you can use this Power BI tools to visualize any kind of data, and I highly recommend you to learn it and use it for your future analysis. Those who want to know how I have calculated this data, I will show here. If you click the data here, so this is how the Power BI will upload your data into the database. Okay, same data which you have seen in the data details of the desk monitor application, but here it will show you the file name and timestamp. So what I have done is, you also can do the time interval I have calculated by this is timestamp. You subtract one time from the other time, that is how you calculate the time interval. And if I click here, you can see the calculation what I have done. Time interval is calculated as a time difference. Suppose timestamp minus this is earlier timestamp. In order to do this trick, you have to insert the index and index 1 columns in your particular database, in addition to the daily the data that it has generated. That is very easily you can do. And then the average power I have calculated for each interval, you have to calculate the average power by adding the power of this row and power of next row and divide it by 2. So that is what I have done here. Sako PV power and earlier Sako PV power, you add it and divided by 2. So that is the average power for that particular time interval. Then generation equals time interval into average power of that particular time interval, and I have divided by 1000 to get the kilowatt hours. And our average usage also same. You have to take the average usage from this particular formula by dividing it to, then usage kilowatt hours you can calculate using time interval into average usage divided by 1000. So these are the only calculations. These 1 2 3 4 5 columns are the calculations. This index you can insert using the index function, that also I will show you if you want how to insert. For that you have to go to the data transform data page, transform data. If you are doing it by fresh, you can use this tool, and here it will show you the data. So you are going to add column, and here see from index 0 and index 1 you can insert from these two functions. Once you click here, it will insert this index 1 column, and again you have to go to index column and click here, then it will insert you the index 1 column, which are required for this calculation, because you have to refer the previous row. This is the only way you can refer the previous row using DAX command. So I think it is clear. So those are the only calculations. Then using those data, it is here in the side folder, all these data fields are there. So if I click one, how this has been created is, I have for the x-axis I have the day of time stamp, and for the y-axis I have this generation, sum of generation and sum of usage, both I have inserted into that particular table. So all the tables are created like that. So that is what I want to show you today. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you like the video, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.